The most expensive coffee on earth costs $1,029 per pound. Not for Kopi Luwak. Not for civet droppings. For a green bean grown on a single hillside in Boquete, Panama. The coffee is called geisha, and until 2004 nobody knew it existed. The story starts in 1936. A British researcher in Ethiopia collects coffee seeds from a forest near the town of Geisha. The samples travel to Tanzania, then Costa Rica, then Panama. For decades they sit in plant collections. Nobody plants them seriously. Yields are low. Trees are fragile. It looks like a failure. In the 1960s, the Peterson family buys a farm in Boquete, Panama. They plant Caturra. They plant Typica. They also plant some weird tall trees from a research station. Nobody pays attention. The trees produce small harvests of long, slim beans. They get blended with everything else. Fast forward to 2004. The Petersons enter the Best of Panama competition. They submit a separate lot of those weird tall trees. The judges taste it. Then they taste it again. Then they call other judges. The cup has jasmine, bergamot, mango, peach. It tastes like flowers, not coffee. The lot wins. It sells at auction for $21 per pound. At the time, that was a world record. Specialty coffee usually sold for $2 to $5 per pound green. 21 was insane. The buyers shipped it home and the legend started growing. What makes geisha taste like that? The cup profile comes from the genetics. The varietal expresses high levels of geraniol and linalool, the same compounds in jasmine flowers and bergamot oil. Most coffee tastes like coffee. Geisha tastes like a perfumery. That is genetic, not technique. Altitude matters too. Hacienda La Esmeralda grows geisha at 1,600 to 1,800 meters. Cold nights slow the cherry maturation. Slow maturation concentrates sugars and aromatic precursors. At lower altitudes, the same genetics taste flat. That is why not every geisha tastes the same. By 2013, the auction price hit $130 per pound. By 2017, $601. In 2019, a geisha lot called Alita Estate Natural sold for $1,029 per pound green. That is roughly $50 per cup at a specialty café. Farmers in Colombia, Costa Rica, Ethiopia, Honduras, even Taiwan started planting geisha. The seeds are not patented. Anyone can grow it. But the magic does not transfer easily. Geisha needs specific altitude, shade, soil, and patient processing. Most farms produce decent geisha. Few produce great geisha. The Petersons split into two operations. Hacienda La Esmeralda still wins auctions. Lamastus Family Estates won Best of Panama natural lots multiple times. The competition between Panama producers pushed prices into the stratosphere. Some auctions now sell single boxes of beans for tens of thousands of dollars. How do you brew a coffee that costs $50 per cup? Carefully. James Hoffmann recommends light roast V60 method, ratio of 1 to 16, water at 94 Celsius. The cup should be drunk black. Adding milk to a geisha is, in the words of one barista, a federal crime. Processing matters as much as varietal. Washed geisha shows clean florals. Natural geisha amplifies the fruit notes with strawberry and tropical fruit. Honey-processed geisha sits between the two. Carbonic maceration geisha tastes like wine. The same bean for different cups. Why is Panama geisha specifically the gold standard? Microclimate. Boquete sits in a corridor where Pacific and Atlantic winds meet. The mist rolls in every afternoon. Volcanic soil from nearby Baru gives high mineral content. The cherries ripen unevenly across weeks, allowing for selective picking. Hand picking is the unspoken cost. A geisha cherry must be picked at peak ripeness, which lasts about 3 days. Pickers walk the same tree 5 or 6 times across a harvest. Labor cost on a geisha farm runs 3 to 5 times higher than commodity coffee. That cost lands in your cup. Is geisha worth the money? Honest answer depends on you. If you drink coffee for caffeine, no. If you drink coffee like wine, paying attention to aromatics and finish, yes. The first time you cup a great geisha, the cup smells like a flower shop. That experience changes how you think about coffee forever. Counterfeit geisha exists. Some farms label any tall tree with elongated beans as geisha. Real geisha has genetic verification through World Coffee Research. Reputable roasters publish the farm, the lot number, the processing date. If a label just says geisha with no origin details, it might not be real. Roasters who specialize in geisha include Klatch Coffee in California, George Howell in Boston, Coffee Collective in Copenhagen, Tim Wendelboe in Oslo. They source direct from producers and roast light to preserve aromatics. Buying from a single roaster makes more sense than chasing every auction lot. There is a darker side to the boom. Some Panamanian farms abandon native Cachuay and Typica varietals because geisha pays more. Monoculture risks emerge. A single coffee disease could wipe out entire estates. The Specialty Coffee Association warns producers to maintain genetic diversity. The auction model spread beyond Panama. Best of Colombia, Cup of Excellence Ethiopia, Best of Brazil. Producers around the world found that quality competitions pay better than commodity prices. Geisha proved the concept. Coffee farmers can earn from craft, not just volume. James Hoffmann tasted a 2019 La Mastis geisha auction lot on his channel. His face changed mid-sip. He said the cup smelled like a wedding bouquet and tasted like a tropical fruit salad with a long perfumed finish. He gave it the highest cupping score he had ever recorded on camera. Brewing geisha at home requires good water. Hoffmann recommends 150 parts per million total dissolved solids with a calcium to magnesium ratio of 1:1. Tap water full of chlorine kills the delicate florals. Bottled spring water like Volvic or Crystal Geyser works better than reverse osmosis. Grind size for geisha pour-over sits at medium fine, about 600 microns. Brew ratio 1:16. Water temperature 93 to 94 Celsius. Total brew time 3 minutes 30 seconds. Bypass the brewer if the cup tastes thin. These numbers come from SCA brewing standards. Some baristas argue geisha is overrated. They point to other underappreciated varietals like SL28, Pacamara, Sidra, and Sudan Room. Those varietals also produce floral cups at a fraction of the price. The criticism is fair. Geisha became a status symbol as much as a flavor experience. World Coffee Research released a 2023 report on geisha. The varietal now grows in 23 countries. Top-scoring lots come from Panama, Colombia, and Costa Rica. The price has stabilized between $50 and $300 per pound for most quality lots. The $1,000 auction lots remain rare unicorns. But there is something Panamanian producers never reveal. The original 1936 geisha samples from Ethiopia might not even be the same plant we call geisha today. Genetic studies show the Panamanian variant evolved during decades of selection. The Ethiopian origin story might be a marketing myth. If you want to try geisha without selling a kidney, look for entry-level lots from Colombian producers like El Paraíso or Costa Rican microlots. Expect to pay $40 to $60 per 12-ounce bag. Brew with care, drink black, and pay attention. The flowers in the cup are real. Next video, the Yurgachev processing methods that taste like blueberry and lavender. Subscribe.